Let's do a hot take.
Oh, okay, great.
That was good. Good time.
New segment.
Was that good?
That was great.
Am I doing okay?
You're
doing great. It's a very
Thanks,
fun
guys.
episode. I'm having a good time.
Oh, good. I was
that's
worried.
close.
I was worried I derailed it talking about the child torture.
No, I like that
from my
stuff.
hometown.
No, that's good stuff. I'd never heard of that, which is crazy because I've heard of almost everything about Indianapolis.
I heard it growing up as like that's Sylvia's house, and it was like creepy and scary.
Because you lived by it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the first line of this. It looks like a Reddit forum thing.
Ooh, I love Reddit.
And
It's
you're
psycho.
You're gonna give a hot take on whether or not you're gonna agree with this person's opinion or not.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Love it.
we start
And then I'll
off
read the
by
rest.
giving a hot take, and then we learn if our takes were right or not.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm Gen X, and I have a huge problem with how I am left carrying the weight for millennials.
I feel like this person is probably an asshole, and they're just externalizing their own bullshit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the agreement. I think it's...
Except you would have never used the word externalizing.
No, I wouldn't have. I will say how I was going to say it. Shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. I think the person was Myka, and they're a fucking bitch, and no one likes them. All right.
I'm not Gen X, and fuck you.
I think it's a person who's gone from used to be cool to now old man territory.
Right.
And they're like, we did it for everyone, and now they fucked us over.
Yeah, it's kind of right. Okay, but this is a woman. She says, for
No,
example,
I should have known.
I'm 42 and my daughter is 22. She decided a while ago she does not want any kids. She's actually getting a procedure for sterilization next year. But
Fun.
But those souls needing...
Sterilization is like she's a fucking dog.
I know, right? Like, what is she going to get her tubes tied at 22? Or-
Yeah.
Some people do that now.
At 22?
Shut it down.
Honestly, if I could have gotten gooped and gagged, I would have.
It's a really intense surgery. I don't like to do surgery. Gooped and gagged.
What the fuck?
I never heard
Just
that.
fucking scooped and swapped, dude. Like, that's fucking...
Quit saying stuff. That's all fucked up. You're fucking everybody up. Go back to talking about that child getting fucking murdered in a basement.
All right.
Better than fucking gooped and gagged. Oh my God.
So this woman goes on, but those souls needing to come into our family for ancestral or karmic reasons still need to be born.
Oh no.
So I'm stuck birthing and raising two babies who should have been born to her, but can't because she's too selfish to have kids.
Whoa, so she got fucking jizzed in so she could bring back the souls of ancestors
Yes.
in her family.
Yeah. We joke how my 1.5-year-old girl, her sibling, is actually hers, but she just didn't want to have it. But deep down, it's not a joke. If she wasn't so selfish, I wouldn't have a daughter toddler right now.
Oh my God. People on Reddit are just so unhinged. All because millennials. First of all, is she not a millennial at 42? I mean, you're on the cusp.
At 42,
and-
that technically makes her Gen X.
Okay, technically, but 22 is not millennial. That's Gen Z.
Also, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is not a generational issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you shouldn't be having children after 40 because it really enhances the chance of them having any kind of chromosomal disease.
Yeah, but they could be okay, though. You can test for it.
I mean, I'm sure.
Well, Tim, maybe that's the old soul they need to birth in.
that
Maybe
might
all
be-
their
it's
old
true.
souls had chromosomal diseases.
I mean, if God willing, PJ will be back in a new body here soon.
PJ's his Down syndrome friend who recently passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
PJ.
He's a good man. He'll be back, though. He'll be back to make popcorn at a hardware store near you soon.
I hope he comes back as a cat and we can pet him.
That would be sick as hell. Does his little James Brown dances as a cat? What a dream. I love that boy. That woman is fucking unhinged.
Can you imagine that being your mom? And you're like so with it, you're like, yeah, no wonder she doesn't want to have kids. She sees what like
Yeah,
her mom is like. She's like, fuck, I can't make
Yeah.
any more people.
I'm good. I know. I love she's like, we all joke, but deep down we're not like, haha, she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, good one, Mom. Stop.
We all joke, but my daughter doesn't talk to me anymore.
Mom, they're not going to accept gemstones as currency here at fucking Dairy Queen.
Oh, man.
I bet that fucking house is littered with dream catchers.
You think, Tim? A Christian home?
My God, Christianity, that's not Christian.
what souls and karmic rebirthing? You don't think that's Christian?
No, that's not a
assume this
tenet.
woman's
That's not a
Christian.
tenet of Christianity at all. They don't believe that at all. The only person they believe that's going to come back is Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, who sits at the right hand of the Father.
But I thought when they were talking about like, oh, these souls need to get born, all this like anti-abortion shit. I thought that was like all Christian.
No,
the souls and the babies and stuff.
No, the propaganda for that is to create more Christians so that there's more fundamentalism in the world, so that you have another generation to indoctrinate. It's not to bring back the soul of your great grandfather who beat your grandma.
So whose religion is? What is that then? That's crystal catcher people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Past life stuff. I mean, I think
Yeah.
like the New Age just like draws from tons of other
Yeah,
weird stuff like past life
damn it.
stuff, and it's just like
I don't have the energy to hate other people besides Christo-fascists.
This is
I know.
I just focus all my energy on the Christo-fascists.
so many people that you can hate.
Like, I don't want to hate multiple groups. The Christo-fascists, it's like, if we can just focus on shutting that down, I think I thought we'd be okay, and it turns out
Remember
we won't.
sound
fundies,
therapy?
the fundies.
Remember sound therapy in Sedona, Arizona?
That was
It's
so-
those people. It's
Fuck.
those type of people.
Were you guys involved in a sound bath?
We went to Sedona, and I got us a sound bath, and it was like in the middle of a strip mall, and there was some fucking guy with an accent like from Europe, and I'm like, why are you in Arizona?
I think it was fake. I bet it was a fake accent
just
too.
so
Yeah.
grifty. And so it was like a sound bath. So I'm like, all right, we'll go in there, we'll get our chakras or whatever the fuck. And so he starts doing the sound things, and that's fine. And then he starts talking, and his
Yeah.
ridiculous fake accent, and he's like, you are do like that. And I just start cracking up. And it's like one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, I start to giggle, and I can hear Tim stifle his giggle,
Yeah.
and knowing that he's trying not to do it. And knowing how, like, Tim shouldn't even have been there.
That is the experience of
Wait, I
doing a
shouldn't
sound
even-
bath.
Why shouldn't I have been there?
Because you're not mature enough for that.
I'm not the one who fucking laughed,
Yeah.
bitch.
But I was thinking about how ridiculous it was that I was even trying to do
I
this.
fell asleep.
Yeah, I did a sound bath, which it was part of a yoga retreat, so it was like included in this full day of events that we were doing. I went with girlfriends. I didn't like pick or plan any of it, but the sound bath conductor person was announced that she was anti-vaccine, which I felt was a red flag. But
Why
she
would
was,
you even bring that up?
yeah, she was talking about she drinks tonic water. She just drinks gin and tonics because of the quinine. That's what they use to treat malaria, and that's what tonic water is made out
Do
of.
you think
And I
that's
was like,
what Q is for?
fun fact. Yeah, I think so. But she was doing the same thing where it was like
Quinine.
she would just be like, doing the instruments, but then she kept like getting right in people's faces and like banging a drum like 2 inches from your face. And I was with my close friend who's an asshole, and she just couldn't keep her shit together.
kept laughing,
She
too.
was laughing. I mean, what are you gonna do? A woman's like, ha, na, 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 a white woman like chanting Native American
Yes.
tones in your face.
Just spewing the COVID.
Hama na 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 na, hama na na. It's like, what? Come on, Claire. Stop.
Our dude got mad at us. He was like,
He didn't get mad at
You
us.
find this
He got-
weird? You think it's weird? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I think it's freaking super weird. My
Oh
dude.
my God.
He got mad at Myka.
It was I was like, why are you so confrontational right now? I'm just laughing at you and everything you stand for.
Yeah.
But I cannot help it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it intentionally. Like,
European people, it's funny when they get mad.
but it's like, why are you so aggressive, dude? Haven't you been sound bathed enough to like have an appreciation
it's-
for my awkwardness?
Spiritual people are aggro. It's like yoga teachers get aggro like that.
Yeah.
Like we
Really?
we were chatting about yoga on Lady Journey, and I've done yoga for years. And I've done it like in the city and like tons of other places. And it's like every third yoga teacher I have is just completely off their rocker. Like, and I said stand up straight. It's like, oh my God.
lot
I'm
of
sorry
these-
that you failed in Broadway. Like,
A lot of these new age people have gotten really deep into QAnon too, and
Yeah,
they get the aggravation of like, and then they take all their anger out on Joe Biden, which they should, but
yeah, so do I. Hit him.
and he's like, "Come on, man."
Yeah, they're
Come
all
on."
like seeking. They're like, maybe learning sound bath will help me process my trauma from childhood. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's not medicine. It's just a drum.
Yeah.
It's just you have to pretend you have a job while your rich husband does everything.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, you know what I forgot to plug? Check out the Patreon at patreon.com/greathang. Thanks.